Honeymoon, and this is Hungry, Happy, Hippie. I'm going to be making my fresh lasagna pizza, which has been a staple to my kitchen since I was in college. Also today I'm going to be joined with one of my favorite fellow foodies, the Majestic Unicorn.
Hi, everybody.
Alright, let's do this. I don't want to know what the casing's made out of. No one leave anything in the comments about what the casing's made out of. Let me have my childhood innocence, okay? I don't need to know. It feels so weird just squeezing this out. It feels like you're like milking a cow. Alright, that's good and ready. So first we're going to start by putting the pan on medium heat. And you want to get the pan nice and hot before you add the oil in there. That's always key. And a drizzle of olive oil. Just enough to coat the pan. You can tell when the oil is ready because when you look really closely, the patterns in the oil will start to separate just a little bit. Then we can add our onions and peppers. You can turn up the heat a little bit if you want. It doesn't hurt. Get a nice coating of the oil on every single pepper, every single onion. Each ingredient gets a little bit of love with the oil. One thing I always like to add is a little bit of sea salt to peppers. It helps bring out the sweetness of it. You don't need a lot, just a little bit of a palm's full, as you can see. And one of my favorite things, fresh ground black pepper is gonna go in here too. Ah, do you hear that? How amazing does that sound?
It smells good too.
Smells so good in here.
They put us in the kitchen early.
That's how it's done. My mom was like, the second my mom found out I could cook, she was like, I'm done.
Right?
You got this. Like you can make all the food now. But it worked out because I was a very curious kid and I watched a lot of Food Network.
I did too.
A lot of Food Network.
I'd be fasting during Ramadan and just watching moms like, why are you doing this to yourself?
I love it. And now I'm about to add just a little tablespoon of garlic right in the middle. And you're gonna stir that in there too. Oh my God, I can smell that immediately. Ah! Okay, and now is the best part. Adding the hot Italian turkey sausage. Yay! You're just gonna toss them in and you're going to just lightly chop the little sausage links.
Back here, I'm just staring at it like, yeah.
I know, look at her! In a daze!
I'm here to eat, guys. That's why I'm here.
Oh my God. The reason why I even know how to make this, when I was in college, I still had the same appetite that I do now, but making food was something that I enjoyed, but of course when you're in college, you're broke, you don't really have everything. And every now and then we would have cravings that we really couldn't fulfill by going to a different restaurant. So we would come up with different dishes in the house. And one of the things that I loved my junior year of college is making different pizzas. And this is one of the many pizzas that I made. So one night I was like, oh, we have this ingredient, we have that ingredient, like I can make a pizza today. And then I get down to making the pizza and I'm missing one of the most important ingredients, pizza sauce. So I'm scrambling, I'm going through my fridge, and I remember just a few nights ago I had made a lasagna. So I had leftover hot Italian sausage bolognese, a little bit of ricotta, and I was like, all right, if I don't have the pizza sauce, I can just use the ricotta. And then the red peppers is just something I put in my lasagna anyway. So I just felt like it belonged in there. Literally tastes like lasagna and a pizza. It's so good. I'm excited for you to try it. And it has turkey sausage. What's something you've made in college that you still make now?
I don't know. Pepper steak. That was a
Pepper
big
steak?
thing. Yes, I love making pepper steak now. So I used to love getting it from like the different Chinese restaurants and things like that. And we were like, okay, we gotta figure out how to make this because we can't keep ordering out every day. So my roommate and I figured out a recipe and it was lit.
Did you ever watch like cooking shows growing up or anything?
I did. I watched a lot of Food Network.
What was your favorite on Food Network?
Probably Barefoot Contessa.
Yes.
Yeah, because she can cook.
Love. Wherever you are, we love you.
Right, you can cook
Okay.
your ass off.
We can cook together anytime. I have a garden, you have a garden. What's up, girl?
Right.
Love you.
I also, for some reason, I used to really like Emerald, but I liked more of his personality than I liked his food. There's just something about the way he was in his kitchen and the way he would get everybody excited for his food and like the whole BAM thing. He was just so catchy to me. I would just always be so fascinated. And he had like the live music playing.
Turning down the heat a little bit. You know what else we're gonna add? You can continue with your emerald story because I'm about to do something totally cliche. So in addition to adding a shot glass of water to the mix, we are going to add 2 shot glasses of wine. Yum. Oh, I forgot my little catch line. Bam!
Right? The Emerald.
All right. So we're gonna turn the heat up just a little bit, let that do its magic, get in the meat, get it nice and tender, let it sizzle. So who else did you like from Food Network? You said Emerald.
I just liked his personality, not
Yeah.
so much more his food. But yeah, and I liked Iron Chef because I liked what they would do when they would get one ingredient and it was just like, okay, what could you possibly do for all these different
And
courses?
the main ingredient is
Yeah, like using this
goose
one
eggs.
thing. And you would just see the creativity from there. And that's what was cool to me. Because like every chef had their own style or like self-expression of cooking. And you would see like how 2 different people could take like one item and transform it in like 2 completely different cuisines. Like
completely different.
Yeah.
One will be like Asian inspired, the other one will be like Middle Eastern. Everyone has like a different perspective. Like that I loved. I liked watching Iron Chef. I liked watching Chopped because I felt like my life was chopped.
So I actually just
My
got on
pantry.
Chopped more.
Girl,
Now, yeah.
Chopped.
I didn't get into Chopped like that because by the time Chopped came out, I was like caught up in life. And then I just recently started watching it. But like Iron Chef is my chef. I like Giada De Laurentiis too.
Oh, that smile.
Yeah,
My boo.
her desserts. I like her desserts.
Speaking of my favorite little Italian, we're gonna put a little bit of classic Italian lush sauce from Wegmans. This is gonna be about 3/4 of a cup into the mix. And I know it seems like a lot, but it will reduce, it will stick to the meat. It's no biggie. The sauce seems like a lot, but we like a little sauce. We're a little saucy. Just stirring the hot Italian sausage in the sauce a little bit. Let's get stuck to the pan, but we're gonna keep it on high and let it condense a little bit. Let the sauce really stick to the meat. How you doing over there, kid?
Good, you gotta rinse these off.
So, I'm just gonna put a palm full of sea salt and sprinkle over. And I'm not really a teaspoon, tablespoon measure sort of girl. I like to measure by shakes. That's how my grandmother taught me how to cook. So we're gonna add a few shakes of onion powder. Ready? Just a few. 1, 2, 3. You know what? I like cracked black pepper, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. You guys don't have to add it though if you don't want. Just a few. Add a little bit of extra kick. I like the kick.
Actually, if you have 2 plates, it'll make it easier to do this. And just run your knife right through. Or am I about to teach you a kitchen hack?
Ooh, a kitchen hack.
Alright, let me get 2 small plates and I'll show you a quick little
Oh my god, we're doing a kitchen hack. Let's see this.
And this works for grapes as well. So take a plate, flip it upside down, put your tomatoes or grapes on it, put another plate on it, hold it down, and all you gotta do is just cut right across. And you have perfectly cut tomatoes. So this is something easy, especially if you have like a super duper sharp knife, it just goes right through.
What was that motion? It's gonna go what? Whoa! Yeah! Also gonna check back in with the sausage. So our hot Italian turkey sausage and peppers and onions with that little bit of yummy blush pasta sauce is ready. So the best way to get this cool down is to put it in a nice deep dish, spread it out a bit, let it get the steam out. Let this cool down a bit. Alright, so I have some store-bought pizza. All you gotta do is cut it out of the package. One for you and one for me.
You said just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on it?
Yep. And we're gonna massage it with our fingers. Give it a little bit of love. Really work it into the crust, especially on the edges.
Have a nice crispy crust.
We're gonna flip it over. Do a little bit of the same thing on the other side. Just a little drizzle. Yeah, a little drizzle. Mix that in. Ricotta is what's gonna go on first. Take a nice scoop. Put it in the middle. 2 scoops of ricotta in the middle to start. You're just gonna gently spread it out over the pizza. So next is going to be the sausage. So we're gonna start by putting a little bit of dollop of sausage in the middle. And we're gonna put some along the perimeter. So we actually met many moons ago when we were in high school.
I went to a middle school.
Oh my god, we were in middle school. We used to go to these like quirky little church dances, and that's just kind of like how we met. Yeah, it was like lit. It was like a high school like Nelly Chingy like dance. B2K was playing. We used to wear like the belts with your name on it. Did you have a belt with your name on it?
I had a hoodie with my name on it. And now that I think about it, that's mad. I was thinking, like,
honestly,
never let my kids wear that down.
There we go. So we're gonna put the cheese in this cute little empty area right here around the target. And then we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit along the perimeter, not as concentrated as it is in the ring. Just a little bit here. And if you're someone that wants a lot of cheese, you know what, go ahead, sister girl, put all that cheese in there. Indulge. And we also have some freshly shaved Parmesan. We're gonna crumble that up in our hand first. And we're just gonna sprinkle it freely around the whole pizza.
What are we gonna do? Okay, that's
tomato. She thought I forgot the tomato. So I usually do the tomato right around the perimeter of the cheese, just like slightly spread out. There we go. And then we're gonna put 1 tomato right in the center. Next, we are going to add some chopped green onion to the mix. I just got a nice handful. And we are going to generously sprinkle it over the pizza. And next, we're gonna grab some of our basil leaves, and all you're gonna do is fold them up like this, pinch them over, fold it half, and then fold it over again. And just start pinching with your fingers and then drizzling it over, or sprinkling it over. Alright, ooh, yours looks so good!
Yeah.
Alright, these look bomb. Pizza is ready.